Hey guys, Dan here from Dangerously Fit. In this week's video, we're going to go through probably the most fundamental exercise you can do with a heavy club, and that is the mill. So the mill is a cornerstone of heavy club training, and if you can get proficient technique with the mill, all of your other exercises with heavy clubs is going to be a lot easier. So the mill is a fantastic exercise for building powerful shoulders, strong grip, and rotational core strength. It's also a very important primal movement pattern. It's something that we do in everyday life, whether that's for martial arts in striking or for throwing a ball. Having that rotational strength through the shoulders is something that we need every day in everyday life. And today we're going to go heavy. I've done other videos in the past with medium weight steel clubs, but today we're going to go heavy. We're going to go up to say 20 kilos. I've got the torque loaded up to, I've got a 20 kilo steel club as well, which is around about 44, 45 pounds. It's going to really break down how to perform clubs with proficient technique in a safe manner when we're going really heavy. So I'm going to run you through the technique I use personally when I swing heavy. This is what's worked for me, and hopefully you can get some good tips out of it too. There's quite a big difference between swinging lighter Indian clubs and swinging heavy steel clubs. I'm going to go through those differences first, and then I'm going to get onto the heavy clubs, and I'm going to run you through the technique that I use. With the stance with a light Indian club, so if you're only swinging, this is say about a kilo, which is around about 2 pounds. First off, the difference is going to be with your feet. So when we're swinging light Indian clubs, we're trying to minimize the movement through the lower body. So the lower body is trying to stay as still as possible, and we're trying to get as much movement through the upper body as we can. So big swinging movements going through the full range of movement with the lighter Indian clubs, and trying to keep your legs, almost taking them completely out of the exercise. So some people, when they're training with lighter Indian clubs and they're doing mills, they'll use a military stance where they've got their toes pointing outwards, and that's really to take the legs completely out of the movement so everything is in the upper body. But generally with Indian clubs, your feet are closer together, usually underneath your hips or together completely, and we're trying to minimize the movement for the lower body, and we're trying to maximize the movement with the upper body so we get that mobility through the upper body. Only thing is, with a heavy club, we can't use that same stance. If I was to try to use a military stance, say with a 20 kilo, with 45 pound heavy club, I would just get pulled off balance straight away. So with the heavy clubs, we're always trying to own that center line, that midline. If we cast the weight out to one side, we've really got to charge our weight in the opposite direction so we don't get pulled off balance. That doesn't happen with a light 1 kilo, 2 pound Indian club because it's just too light to pull you off balance anyway. The other thing as well, with a lighter Indian club, it's much more about speed. They will move around the body really fast, and you get the force and the resistance from a light Indian club through moving the club fast rather than the club being heavy. Whereas with a heavy club, we're still trying to move that club through the full range of movement as much as possible. But as you go heavy and heavy and heavier, you'll get to notice that you just cannot get that same range of movement as you can with a lighter Indian clubs. And that's why I think it's really important to combine light Indian club training with heavy club training, because with heavy clubs, you get the strength of going heavy, but you do sacrifice some of that full range of movement. Whereas if you use the Indian clubs as part of your warm-up, which is like what I like to do, I use the Indian clubs as part of my warm-up for mobility training, and then I'll get into the heavy club training straight after. So Indian clubs move really quickly around the body, okay, but the heavier you go, the slower the movement. So light Indian clubs move really quickly around the body, and then as you go heavier and heavier, they'll start to move slower and slower, and it gets to a stage where you're more guiding the weight, and the weight is pulling you off balance in all the different ranges of movement that you're doing, and you're simply just guiding it through that movement. We're going to go through that movement with our Maverick Torque Pro. So this is our adjustable club. It's essentially a long club, short mace. I use it more as a club. I'm very tall, so having that longer club sort of suits me a little bit better. So this is around about 80 centimeters long, which is around about 31.5 inches. And I've got it loaded up to around about 20 kilos, which is about 44 pounds. Okay, so I'm going to break down the movement as I'm performing it, and we're going to go through those key differences here. When you're setting up, have your feet close together so you can swing that club on the outside of the legs, then bring it up into the order position. From there, just making sure you got your elbow tucked into your ribs, shoulder down and packed down, and your wrist is nice and straight. And then from there, we're going to rotate the thoracic at the shoulders 45 degrees. So if you've got the club in your right hand, you're going to rotate to the left. And then from there, we're going to cast that club away. Try and get that arm as straight as you can on the cast. So from here, and then let that club swing down. As you can see, my weight is transferred to the right. If you can see my right leg, it's very vertical, whereas my left leg is pointing inwards. That means I've got the weight transferred onto that right leg, and then from there, letting that club swing down. And then from here, you can see now I have transferred the weight onto the left leg, and the right leg is leaning in. From here, I'm going to bring that club into the back pocket. So I'm going to bring it over here, and this is one of the most important thing with swinging the club with mills, is to perform that inside elbow circle. So trying to move that club from the back of the body to the front of the body with that big inside elbow circle here. Okay, and then you can just whip it around and then straight over back into that cast out again. Okay, as you can see here, I'm trying to cast that club and get my arm as straight as I can. And again, as you can see, my left leg is leaning away, and I've got all that weight stood up on that right leg where I'm transferring the weight. If you have a look at my feet, I'm actually coming up on the balls of my feet slightly on that right leg here, and then I do the same here. So you can see I've transferred the weight all the way over onto my right leg, and I'm actually on the balls of my feet slightly on that left leg there as well. And we're going heavy on this one. So this was about 20 kilos, which is around about 45 pounds. Another thing you'll notice there, just on that couple of reps, is I'm actually retracting here. If you see there, I'm retracting on the shoulder blade and squeezing through that shoulder as I'm pulling that club in towards the body. It's really important to use that big inside elbow circle to move the club from the back of the body to the front of the body, and try not to use the wrist. You really need to whip that elbow around and using the shoulder and upper body to generate that movement. So we're just going to go through some of those main differences between the lighter Indian clubs and the heavy clubs. So with the lighter Indian clubs, we've got our feet closer together. Okay, we're really working on that full range of movement, and we're going for speed as well. Okay, with the heavy clubs, we've got our feet wider apart, so they're more in an athletic stance, so that way we can shift our weight from side to side without getting pulled off balance. So as I've got a heavy club pressed out to one side or cast out to one side, I'm charging my weight in the opposite direction, so I'm always owning that center line and I don't get pulled off balance. Okay, as you get heavier on those heavy clubs, just know that your movement is going to be slower, and also your range of movement is going to be a little bit lesser than with those light Indian clubs. All right guys, that's how you perform a heavy clubbell mill. It's one of the best movements out there for building raw functional strength, not just in your shoulders, but through your entire kinetic chain. That's it for today's video. Be sure to comment below, let me know how you get on. If you'd like to grab yourself some dangerously fit clubs, I'll leave the links in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.